Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cell Reacts, man. We back with another vid, and yeah, man, I'm trying to drop like every 3 days, to be honest with you. But yeah, we back with another segment of these horror videos, like the scariest videos on YouTube. So yeah, we're gonna check them out together and really see how scary these videos are. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate it, and help me get this channel popping. You feel me?
On April 16 of 2023, at around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll.
Yo, I was just about to say that from the rip, the house is like one of them old houses. I already know this shit about to be creepy. Then I just see the clown. It was crazy, but I was just about to say that the house look old, so it's already right there.
That both belong to his grandmother. The clown doll, known as Jeffrey, scares him. Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him. But then one night,
I just, I know I'm pausing. I don't want me to stop you, y'all. But you in a creepy house and you gonna keep the clown? If I'm inheriting the house, that clown is trash. I'm not keeping that in a just a. You already calling in some spirits, man. I'm not keeping that clown around. No, that's gone. Nah.
something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him. Take a look.
I just heard banging.
Oh, hold up. Yo.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from,
Yo, I
a
just got
loud
the
noise
chills.
is heard
That's
from downstairs.
crazy.
He looks nervously down the staircase when suddenly the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted. Afraid it might happen again or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
Another update. You know, I think I'm definitely gonna be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. I'm gonna be putting him in the basement, so I'm gonna follow up. This is the results so far. I'm gonna leave him here for now, but I think I'm gonna put a camera here Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch.
Yo.
As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark. Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering something that's hard to make out. Not much else happens after this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up in the basement. Jeffrey continues to be recorded in case he moves again. For now, no further updates have been posted by Jacob, but until then, this video remains a mystery.
I'm ranking all videos that I'm watching. Seriously, I'm giving this a 10. From the basement one was crazy, but that first one, yeah, like if I'm hearing, like I'm gonna tell you like I told y'all before, like, okay, I inherited the house. I'm not keeping that house. I don't know why would you even keep the clown in there. If you know the clown is like somewhat haunted or something is going on because the clown, I'm not keeping that clown in the house. That's simple as that. Like this to get a rating of 10 for sure. This one is up there, no lie. Cause that was like, whoa, clown's gonna be trash. He's gonna be hunting whatever the trash man. I ain't dealing with that.
This next video comes from a man whose entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily. If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with verses from the Bible. Pretty much everything he has or does in this apartment is based on something religious. Now you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the main reason as to why he prays a lot has to do with something completely different. As it turns out, this man has been experiencing happenings in his home. Ever since visiting his father's gravesite at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's deeply afraid of it. For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs more so than usual as an attempt to get rid of the evil entity that now lives in his home. One day, while taking a nap, he wakes up to a loud noise in the living room. He grabs his phone and records this.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro por allá en la sala, entonces decidí grabar porque hace días que se viene presentando cosas extrañas en el apartamento. Son las 4:13 de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras. Entonces, comedor. Miren, es en el comedor. Tengo las ventanas cerradas, miren. No, esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño.
See, a little bit of me feel like this is not a lie. This is like something happening. But like, he can run that corner though. You know what I mean? Go run that corner. Let me see if somebody's standing over there and they started you know, they hit it and then, you came out during that time. But, I'm giving everybody, a chance. I'm not gonna say it's not real. It's 4:30, 4:13 in the morning. Wait a minute, that's another thing. He said it's 4:13 in the morning. It's light. Look at the light. It's like it's at least 8 in the morning. It's sunny as hell. Like where you living at? It's 4:13 in the morning. And it's sunny like that. I didn't know you were living at.
Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así. En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas. No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas. Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
If they play the piano right now, I swear.
Appearing to be fed up with the supposed spirit, the man tells the spirit to leave at once. But after having done so, a piano key is seemingly pressed by an unseen force. The man quickly rushes out of the room in a panic frenzy. It was now clear to him that something was provoking him. Obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens. It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend, who was staying the night, wake up to strange noises. What happens next leaves them
The good thing is he got his girl over at the house, so, he's not alone. Because I would feel way more comfortable if my girl was there, you know what I mean?
highly unsettled. Take a look.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y...
Escucha, escucha, escucha.
Sí, amor, sí se escucha. Es en la sala.
Sí. Escucha, escucha.
Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor?
La cocina.
¿Qué fue eso?
Now he breaking shit? Oh, come on.
¿Qué te ayudó? amor.
She's scared. She said, no, I'm not staying.
Amor, quédese acá, quédese acá. Yo voy solo, amor.
Ya, yo voy.
Prende la luz, prende la luz. Se ve todo tranquilo por acá. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Parece que es en la cocina.
When you go out there, why don't people turn their lights on? Just like in the movies, like turn your lights on. I know if I'm scared like that, something happened, I'm turning my lights on. Lights are coming right on. I'm not. Once I walk out there, I'm flicking everything on. It's gonna look like Christmas in that joint. I'm lighting everything up. I'm not going out in the dark with a flashlight. Nah. I'm putting all lights on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Everything's going on. I'm going to be able to see the whole house from my bedroom. I'm not. Nah. Telling people it's crazy.
En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor.
He got a picture of Annabelle on a. Yo, that's the scary. Yo, that is the scariest movie. I watch all horror movies. I love horror movies. Annabelle, Conjuring, all that. They the scariest movies I've seen. He got a picture on. I just peeped. He got a picture on the wall right there of Annabelle. That's wild. What?
¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes.
There's something in there.
¿Qué fue lo que sonó así ahorita, amor?
La cocina.
Mierda.
They opened the can. What?
Mira, amor, mira. ¿Ves que no tiras, amor? Es un vaso. Es un vaso. Y mira, todos los cajones están abiertos.
Yo.
¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the wind chimes move on their own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown. But considering what happened only days later, the man can't help but think that the spirit was responsible for this. It's late at night, and the man is once again woken up by mysterious noises
Oh my
when
goodness.
this is captured.
Oh my God. He got. It's crazy in here. Like, y'all see what's going on? Hmm. Yeah, get these lights on, man. Oh! Yo! Nah.
Without warning, the sound of
No.
footsteps charging at full throttle can be heard heading towards the man before being attacked by an unseen presence. Scared stiff, the man stands in silence while trying to process what just happened. He then picks up his phone and ends the video here. Although undoubtedly strange, viewers find it stranger that the man doesn't turn on the lights in most of these incidents. But the reason for this, according to him, is that the lights for most of the rooms are located at the main entrance, which he stays away from as he's too scared to approach. Whether ghost or not, the man continues to pray and read passages from the Bible in the hopes that doing so would get rid of the strange presence that haunts him.
That scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I was giving it like an 8. All the way up to the last part. 10. Definitely a 10. I don't know if you noticed, but you reading the Bible and all that's not, you need a priest in there. You need somebody that's gonna come in there and bless that place. That was scary. I ain't gonna lie. I was I was punking on that one. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, when the steps, I know when y'all heard the steps, that was me. I'm sleeping lights on the whole time. Like lights gonna stay on. They staying on. Like they're not even cutting off. Light bill gonna be high in the mug because lights are staying on.
In early January of 2023, a woman named Nancy Malkin had a very strange encounter with something in her child's bedroom. Nancy says that the reason she had went up to her son's bedroom in the first place was because she saw something quite unusual on the security camera that's placed in his room. She had woken up from a nap before looking over at the camera's live feed and seeing a strange orb flying around her son's toys. It would seem to zip around in a strange way and react to objects it touched as though it had a mind of its own. Now, Nancy had been looking at this orb for quite some time. More than 5 minutes have passed since initially spotting the mysterious orb, and still, it continued to float around in the same spot. Now, curious as to what exactly was being caught on camera, she walks over to her son's room, but strangely finds nothing there. Nothing visible could be seen with her naked eye, but on camera, she could still see the ball of light floating around the same spot. In this short clip, Nancy's observing the orb via the security camera's live feed on her phone. Mind you, that without the phone, she can't see anything in person. While looking at the live feed, she sees the ball of light moving frenetically. Watch. Now at one point, Nancy starts to communicate with the orb. She tells it to touch her hand when something pretty interesting happens. The orb quickly moves away from her hand as though she had scared it. Nancy decides to leave this mysterious orb alone and call it a day. The orb continues to fly around the same spot even after she goes. But only minutes later, after rechecking the camera, the orb is no longer there. It had simply vanished. Ever since recording this, the orb hasn't shown itself again. Nancy believes that this mysterious orb might have been the spirit of a child as it kept floating around her son's toys. Perhaps it just wanted to play with them, as Nancy states. But whatever it might have been, she claims that this mysterious orb was intelligent as it responded to everything she did. To this day, she still questions what this ball of light was doing inside her son's bedroom. There's an apartment in Poland where something very strange has been going on. The man who lives there claims that whenever he's by himself, he can't help but feel as though someone else is inside. When his roommates are gone and he has the place to himself, weird noises happen out of nowhere. Now, what makes these occurrences extra strange is that they always seem to happen during the nighttime. Knowing when they usually occur, the man has his phone ready in hand and proceeds to record the following video. No one else is home when this is captured.
Man, come on.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas
I'm leaving the house.
coś właśnie takie dziwne hałasy.
And the light went on? Oh yeah, I'm leaving.
Ja pierdolę, co to? Jak?
The light right there. That's crazy.
Co to?
They turned the water on?
Mysteriously, the bathroom faucet is left running as though
That's crazy.
someone or something had turned it on. The man shuts it off while seeming confused as to how it turned on by itself. He heads back to his room when eerily the light switch, which he just turned on, is immediately turned off.
What?
It seems that whoever or whatever was on the other end of the hall had switched off the light. Now this wouldn't be the end of it, as only a few nights later, something just as creepy happens. It's nighttime when the man recording hears banging noises outside his door. With his heart pounding in his ears, he records this.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's like, if this happened to me, I got somebody at the crib. I'm gonna call my girl, somebody, one of my homies. Yo, you gotta come to the crib, bro. You gotta come chill, like at nighttime. I'm not being there by myself, man. I'm moving out. You've seen this over and over, man. I know it's hard to move out of places, but like I got a friend. I gotta go stay with somebody. Like I'm not staying there. Nah, I'm cool.
Nie, ja pierdol...
I didn't even hear what happened. We're gonna run that back real quick.
At his door. With his heart pounding in his ears, he records this.
I gotta run that back. I don't even know what happened.
Nie, ja pierdol... Co jest, kurwa?
What?
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the man
Ooh.
peeks out from his bedroom, peering into the darkness of the hallway to see if anyone's there. Finding nobody inside the bathroom, the man quickly walks back to his room, but stops in his tracks upon noticing the sudden mess in the kitchen. Appearing as though a massive earthquake had struck the place, the man runs back into his room in full terror before ending the video. What happened that night has left him shaken up. It's unknown if the man continues to live inside the apartment, as no updates or new videos have been posted. But as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Is something living inside this man's apartment? Or might there be an explanation for all that's happened?
I don't know. I get that one like a. I mean, that did creep me out, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get that one like a 8.5, 9. Yeah, probably 8.5, because that was like the light switch and then the mess. Is it's unexplained, but I don't know. I'm gonna get that one like an 8.5, 9. Yeah, that one was scary. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like I did jump a little bit on the kitchen part, but yeah. It's got to be a
In
scary
this next
one. This has
video,
to be a scary one.
two friends are hosting a live stream.
And already from the rip, this right here looks like it's gonna be scary. I'm just looking in that back room. If you look back there in that back room right there, I'm looking like something gonna be in that back room, and I already see it. Like when I'm watching these videos, I'm always like I'm looking at like the back and the surroundings, mirrors. That's what I look at. I don't play, man. So we gonna see what's gonna happen here.
When something pretty spooky is captured live. Now the two boys in this video often do live streams while playing video games late at night. It just so happens that this particular incident took place during an all-nighter, where around 5 in the morning, a strange noise is heard in the kitchen.
See?
The two usually play in the living
Told
room,
y'all.
so the noise was close by when it happened. The boys thought it was a family member who was grabbing a morning snack, so they shrugged it off and didn't think much of it. But later on, something happens that grabs their full attention and prompts them to end the live stream immediately. While playing in the dark, this happens.
Oh, hijo, dale. Cierra la puerta, no la puerta. Dale. ¿Qué es esto?
I'm not closing that.
¿Qué va? Anda a cerrar. Mirá, exacto, era. Iba a cerrar, imbécil. Las 5 ya son. ¿Eh? Las 5 ya son.
Bugging. My man's stuck there.
At first, the fridge door seemingly opens on its own,
Oh, that was the
as though
fridge
someone
door.
had gone over to grab a snack. At least that's what the two boys thought, considering that one of them has a brother who wakes up around this time to cook something up. Thinking that he left the fridge door open by accident, one of them gets up to close it. But as they walk back, this happens. A chair swiftly moves on its own by more than a few inches, causing both friends to freeze in their tracks. It was at this point that they both knew that something unexplainable had occurred, something supernatural. Viewers believe so too, but as always, I'll let you be the judge on that. Had something paranormal occurred, or had something else happened here?
So with that, I ain't gonna lie, like that was pretty scary. But that was like them footsteps. Yeah, that was on a whole new level. I don't know. I give that like a 7, 6, 7. I mean, I wasn't in the house, so if I'm in the house and it happens, yeah, I'm probably gonna get it at a 10 because I'm gonna be freaked out. But yeah, I'm not there. I'm looking at it through my computer screen. Yeah, it ain't the same feeling. I give it a 7.
On February 20th of 2025, a mother records her child's balloon after seeing it do something that terrified her immensely. She films the balloon, hoping that it does it again on camera.
It's doing it again. It stopped.
For some reason, the balloon comes to a sudden halt near the basement door. Now you might be wondering what is so frightening about this balloon. After all, it appears to be doing normal balloon things. Well, according to Rachel, the mother, this balloon always ends up at the basement entrance, and it doesn't go in unless her son follows it inside.
Andrew. Andrew. Andrew.
Unlike other instances where the balloon just suddenly stops near the entrance, here it goes all the way in, and it's only when Rachel's son begins to pursue it that it does this. Now, it might be possible that a draft or an airflow is causing the balloon to move towards the basement, but to have it stop only a few feet away from the cellar, despite being left open occasionally, is a bit strange. Whether it's upstairs or in the furthest corner of the house, it always follows the same path before somehow stopping around the same spot. To Rachel, this doesn't make any sense.
Literally stopped at the basement door again.
Now, these occurrences wouldn't be the last of them, as just recently this happened. It's around 9:30 at night when this was captured.
Babe.
Quiet. Quiet.
As if the incidents before weren't creepy enough, this happens. The balloon seemingly makes its way towards the top of the stairs, directly towards Rachel without stopping, but when it gets to the top, it abruptly stops. Somehow, the natural buoyancy of this balloon ceases as if acting independently from the laws of physics. It just doesn't move at all. Even the dogs in the background were unsettled by the strange occurrence. Now it's apparent to the family that something isn't right with this balloon. They know that getting rid of it would be a good idea, but their son refuses to have it thrown away. So they continue to keep it. After all, it'll deflate over time and be rendered useless within a few days. However, although initially thinking that things would be okay, something happens that quickly changes their minds. Only a day or two later, Rachel is home alone when she experiences something that she considers as the most disturbing thing ever. It's late at night when this was captured.
Whoa!
At the top of the stairs, in the corner of the doorframe, a forehead is seen. Rachel initially saw something, yet didn't know what it was, but after taking a closer look, she sees it. A forehead that naturally leads down to a pair of eyes. However, if you slow the video frame by frame, you'll notice the supposed face she'd seen. Yet something about it has left Rachel and her husband immensely unsettled. Naturally, Rachel was shaken up. If the balloon hadn't convinced them that something was up with their basement, then this definitely did. Either someone or something is in there. Given all that's happened before, they can't help but think that this was responsible for the balloon's odd behavior. To them, it seems that the path the balloon would always follow wasn't just due to physics, but instead by something else. Now Rachel has since then locked the basement and won't open it anytime soon. But while there has yet to be a definitive explanation, the mystery still remains. Just what exactly did Rachel and her family witness in their house? As with all videos, this one remains unsolved.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all are getting real reactions from me right now. Like that shit. What? Yo, listen, let me tell you something. Number one, what I'm mad about is when she seen the hit forehead, why you put the camera down as you got that close? If you was walking up to the ghostly forehead, why didn't you just go look at it and what it was? Like go around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like if you getting that close, you might as well just go get the whole video. But you're gonna put it down at the end. Second, y'all keeping this Elmo balloon just around. Like, I'm popping that. Once you would have did that the first time, I'm like, oh, no need for this balloon. Son, sorry. Pop. It popped by mistake. I ain't gonna lie, I did jump though, so I gotta give it like a 9.5. I'm just mad because the balloon stayed around longer than it needed to be. These videos, they'll get you. They really will get you.
Now this next video comes from Elijah Carter, who's a construction worker for a house that's being remodeled. It's been some time now that he's worked on this house, and he's just now realizing something about it that the property owner has never mentioned. In this house lies a hidden crawl space. Apparently, it was hidden behind a stack of drywall that no one had bothered moving until now. Seeing that no one else is around, as it wasn't a work day, he explores the crawl space all by himself. But little does he know that this was a bad idea. The following is Elijah's video. Watch.
But while I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just now founding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. That's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps. This can't be a squatter. What?
I ain't gonna lie, that sound like somebody laughing. That sound like he know who there. And they just like laughing. Come on, man. I don't know about that one. Started to be like, all right, listen, when I go in this crawl space, you guys gonna walk up and walk back. Come on. They're just, unless something else happened. Let's check it out, man. Let's check it out.
What was meant to be a short video for his Facebook group turns into something completely nightmarish. For one, the sound of footsteps was heard on the floorboards despite no one being there. And eeriest of all, the sound of someone talking and giggling was heard from somewhere inside. But to make things even more frightening, the door to the crawl space begins to open on its own. It's no wonder why Elijah bolted out of there at full speed. As it seems, he wasn't alone. Now, if what he says is true, that there weren't any signs of someone being there the next day at work, then the question is begged. Just what exactly did Elijah encounter while being inside this house?
The voices is like, it don't look like a creepy house. It was just the voices were. The only thing I can't explain is the crawl space door opening. I can't explain that. But the voices were too much. You know what I mean? Like when you got a ghost or something, all these ghost videos I see, they're not really talking that much and giggling and all that. Like if they talking and giggling and all that, they about to pop out. But you know, the only thing I can't explain is the crawl space opening. So rating, it's like a 7, 6, 7. You know what I mean? That's not really. Let me get like a 6. It wasn't didn't really hit the bones like that, you know, like the other ones did. Anything I gave like a rating of 10, that's where it hit. But that was all right.
In the following video, a man and his girlfriend are staying over at his aunt's house when they hear a strange noise from downstairs. Mind you though, that no one else is home.
I notice all these videos too, they always say no one else is home. Like this dude keeps saying no one else is home. How do you know nobody's there? You just seen the video and you narrating on it. Somebody in that month. If it can't be explained, somebody in there. You know what I mean? Like main man from the last video. Somebody was in there that he knew. Come on.
Alright, so this is like really crazy.
I don't know. I was wondering if something happened.
That's what's going on?
Now he couldn't capture the noise on camera, but there is something in this video that's worth pointing out before mentioning anything else, and that's the house itself. This Victorian home belongs to the man's aunt, who at this time was traveling abroad for a few days. While she was gone, the man, known as Isaac, and his girlfriend stayed over to look after the place and care for her dog.
Aunt is overseas for the week, and she asked me and my girlfriend to come and take this on camera. She's watching us right now. Hey, Auntie.
Now the only thing in this house that isn't antiquated are the security cameras throughout the place. Although Isaac's aunt isn't home, she still wants to keep an eye on the property. But while looking at one of the cameras late one night, she notices something very strange. She immediately sends the recording to Isaac, who was totally spooked out by what was captured. While his girlfriend was inside a room, this was caught.
Where's Isaac?
The noise, as it turns out, was just a draft affecting a door, but this one, according to them, doesn't appear to be affected by it, as it closes up differently. The door gently glides, as if someone was closing it quietly. Although freaked out by this, they weren't as terrified as what they experienced only days later. Now, before showing this clip, it's worth noting that a common occurrence in this house is a broom that always falls over by itself. It usually happens at night, and it's always when it's in the dining room that it falls over. One night, Isaac waits patiently for the broom to fall again, when all of a sudden, this happens. Like many times before, the broom is on the ground, despite being placed initially upright against the wall. It seemingly falls by itself, or at least that's what Isaac thinks. He's been documenting every instance of the broom falling over, and not once has it occurred to him to check the security cameras around the house until recently. By checking, he could see how it keeps on doing this. So, he tells his aunt to send him some recordings from specific dates of the camera inside the dining room where the broom falls over. He checks each one and doesn't notice anything weird, but when he checks again, he notices something in one video that leaves him beyond spooked. This is what he saw. Isaac and his girlfriend were completely caught off guard upon seeing this. For sure, the broom falling on its own is creepy, but this is something out of a horror movie. A strange, dark figure stands at the window before disappearing into thin air. It's only there momentarily and gone when Isaac is present. But its disappearance wouldn't be the creepiest part about this, because according to the couple, this figure looks like a child. If that's the case, then this makes this next video even creepier. According to them, they may have found something to explain what they saw. Take a look.
Alright, so we found something that might explain what happened last night. These tiles are of two children that lived here at some point. This is memorialized, yeah. They memorialized him by putting him on a tile on this fireplace, and I swear this is the kid that I saw.
These tiles, as they would later find out, are meant to honor those who passed away. In this case, it's meant to memorialize the two kids on the fireplace. However, neither the couple nor the aunt has any idea who these kids are. She only knows that they used to live in this house over a century ago, given all that's happened during their stay. the couple believed that a ghost was caught on camera, but more specifically, the ghost of one of these kids. If that's so, then this makes what was captured pretty freaky. But as with all videos, you be the judge. Was a ghost caught on camera? Or is there something that could explain all these occurrences? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
See, I think out the box. When the door was knocking, when the girlfriend was in the room, where's the guy at? And then when the broom dropped, where was the girl at? But then they showed the camera of the broom dropping without her. So that is a little crazy. And then the kid in the background, that was wild. That figure thing was in the background was crazy. So yeah, that place might be haunted. And it's an old Victorian, so that place might be haunted. I ain't gonna lie. Auntie, I ain't watching your dog no more. And if I do gotta watch your dog, he come to my house. He or she come to my house. I ain't coming over here no more. Nah, that'd be the last time I come to the crib. You feel me? Nope.
Next video was posted by a Reddit user who writes that the following video was taken back in 2020. He didn't take the video himself, but rather it was sent to him by his sister who was at a hospital for reasons unknown. While she was there, she was waiting out in the hallway where no one else seemed to be present. It was just her, alone in this big empty hallway, or at least that's what she thought, because as her family believes, she wasn't completely alone.
We need to know why she at the hospital. It looked like nobody in there. Why are you there?
In a video she posted to her family's group chat, something can be seen moving and peeking at the end of the hallway. Have a look.
What the?
After checking to see what it was that was moving, she finds nothing. Now it's hard to say as to what exactly is being seen here, but many viewers on Reddit believe that it's something paranormal. Some can even make out a face or even a body, but then again, that could be a case of pareidolia. However, it's the fact that something moves that makes it quite strange. From catching a lock of hair moving independently to the creepy atmosphere of the hallway, it's understandable as to why one would think that something paranormal is present. But as with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on this.
Yeah, ain't enough evidence in that video. It was a little creepy, but I'm giving that like I don't know. That get a 5. You know what I mean? It ain't really. But again, if I was in the hospital and I seen that, higher grade, but I ain't there.
In this next video, a young girl is playing in front of a display cabinet while her mother records her from a distance. Although seeming like a random recording, something about this moment holds a special place in the mom's heart. Amanda, the mother, isn't just recording a random cute moment, but instead, she's recording a heartfelt video in which her daughter plays with her mother's urn. The display cabinet holds the ashes of Amanda's mom, who passed away only a month ago, and it was just now that she saw her daughter talking to the urn inside. Understandably, Amanda was moved. During the time that Amanda took this video, she didn't notice anything strange. It was only after reviewing the footage that she saw it. A dark silhouette passing in front of the camera as her daughter plays in the distance. To Amanda, this supposed apparition wasn't completely unknown, as she had a feeling that this was her mother. She took it as a sign from her, letting her know that she's still there despite being physically gone. Although others think that something else was captured, she strongly believes that this had been her mother. But let me know what you think. Just what exactly was caught on camera?
Why they gotta end the last one with something like real corny like that. Like, come on, man. That wasn't nothing. And then like the person didn't slow it down. Like, slow it down. Let's see what it is. But come on. Yeah, that's another 5, man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. And I appreciate the love. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.